Hello everyone. Welcome back to another video. I've been trucking along on the quest system, and basically, I've said this before in other videos that working on the game is not the same as making progress on the game. Some things, visually might not look like a lot got done from the layman's point of view, but it might take like a week to kind of get some of this stuff to work. So I'm gonna walk you guys through what I got working on. I did a lot of little odd and end things that didn't take long, and they kind of look pretty good like that. Loading in the game now, we drop out the sky like we're supposed to, and we took 55 damage there. I also reset my fitness, happiness, and intellect to 0 when we start fresh. That way we're not regenning right away, so we have 0 regen right now. And I also, to compensate, I reduced the stamina drain for sprinting and jogging, so it's not as bad. I added collision for these dead trees. I fixed up some of the pop-up things here for the objectives. So you can see when we complete an objective, we have it pop up over there instead of like in the middle of our screen, and there's some transparency now. I got the optional thing working to where we don't have to collect 5 mushrooms. I put some more stuff in this cave. I adjusted the mushrooms, made them kind of big, and I put some different mushrooms in here. I think on this quest I can maybe explain in here about like there's harmful mushrooms in the game, like this red one, and it will like hurt you, so like the quest can kind of explain that. There's some different mushrooms in here and some sticks or some stones to pick up to kind of get started, so the player can kind of just run through here and grab their stuff. Like I said, 4 out of 5 mushrooms, it's an optional thing, so we don't have to actually complete that objective to move on with the quest. And I actually had some, I thought I had this working, but I had some really weird things going on with it. When like I was dropping stuff, I was not dropping like the right amount. It wasn't like doing it properly up here, like counting everything. There were some weird situations, like if I kept doing it, that it would get off or something, but I think I got it fixed now to where it works every time, and it works through saves as well. For example, we can save the game, exit, load back in. Should be right exactly where we are. Everything will respawn in the cave, like the mushrooms and the stones and stuff. It's kind of set to do that, but you can see we have 4 out of 5 mushrooms, the objective, and if we drop them again and pick them up, like everything's still working fine. I added a little couple things in here. I wanted to put a little bit of sticks on the ground, so a little bit of decorations. You can see we found the exit to the cave even though we didn't collect 5 out of 5 mushrooms. We have enough stamina now to where we can actually sprint out the cave. I haven't made the rocks fall yet, but I'm going to do that. I set some stuff up with the side quest, but just to keep the video short, we're not going to go do all that. It's just basically, it was bug fixing for the most part. And I think I threw some stuff on the ground here to kind of make things go a little faster. Alright. So these mushrooms actually give you hydration and a little bit of stamina. I'm not sure if... I don't think these give you stamina. So we can get our side quest here, and this works. It will only update the tracker for main quest, and when we load in the game and everything, if we get a new main quest, it automatically pops up there. One issue we were having before was when we were shooting arrows at bushes and consumables, they would hit the hitbox. So now if we shoot arrows at the bushes and consumables, the arrows go straight through. They don't hit anything. I don't know where that other arrow went. It probably went like way over the cliff or something. But we can still, I don't have a sickle on me, but we can still harvest the bushes with the sickle. We just can't hit them with the arrow anymore. So that's pretty cool. What else? All these quests still work. I had to redo a lot of the quest system to get the NPC to work. And I got the saving and loading for like quest items working. Kind of hard to explain. I'll explain once we get up here. Got a couple little rabbits running around, but we can't fight these rabbits, I don't think. Yeah, I haven't set up health for the little rabbits yet. We'll get there. Still having a little bit of stamina. I mean, we can't just sprint full speed all the way up here. We'll want to limit the player a little bit. And there is a jog. So like you can kind of jog like this and it uses a lot less stamina. I think like half. So we'll just jog over there. So we got the fires and the wood and the stone rubble. And the issue was if you put out the fires and chop up the wood rubble and mine the stone and continue with the quest, save the game, come back in, all this fire, wood, and stone rubble would respawn in the game. And it would just keep respawning. So I have to be able to tell this to not respawn at a certain time. And we're getting a pretty big FPS drop in here, I think because of all the fires and stuff. I'm not really sure if those are optimized or not. I have to look into that. But anyways, we got that quest completed, and we can come up to Ray and accept this new main quest, which, you know, automatically pops everything up there on the screen. You can see we automatically crafted the wood bucket objective. Ray's pretty cool. She's the most advanced thing in the game. I was trying to make her walk around with root motion, but I haven't got that working yet. I got her to have an inventory. So we're actually gonna need these for the quest coming up here. I got her interaction system working pretty flawlessly to where you can hit E and close out of this and just go right back into it. I haven't set up anything for talking yet, and you can just close this. And you know, like everything works, like you know, like you have your inventory up here and you can open your quest thing and it closes it. I was doing a lot of work with that. So like, wait, does this work? Yeah. So it closes that out. There's so many things to test. Like there's like this isn't gonna work, I don't think. Yeah. So, oh, it's because I'm interacting. So I have like new widgets, all these new widgets, and I got them working to where nothing like overlaps one another. And that took like a lot of work actually. Let me go grab this hammer over here, because this hammer's one of the main things also. Let me just grab some of these tools. We're gonna need them anyways for the quest. We'll need that sickle. Alright, so the hammer is the building hammer, right? So we can like pick stuff up and place stuff and do all that. But this is like a widget, so like, you know, if you have like this come up or your inventory, you can see how it comes back flawlessly like that and goes away. I don't think it works with Ray though. Oh, I can't even talk to her. Oh, you must unequip hammer to interact. I don't even like remember like how to play my game. I gotta like read my own tutorial. So it's pretty cool. I'll get this working. It saves with her. This is not working for some reason. I'm not really sure. You can see I have stuff equipped here. And oops, that's the wrong one. You can see it's not loading out my inventory. I was gonna, since this is like her inventory, I was gonna make this her equipment anyways. So I don't know, this might be broken and like working at the same time. I don't know why it says 100 armor and 100 DPS. That's weird. I wonder why it says that. Is that the default values? They must be. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird, but you know, the next thing to do is to get her to be able to eat stuff out of her inventory and have like health, or not health, she already has health, hunger and thirst, so we can like feed her and heal her and stuff. She can't do that yet. We can give her items and buy stuff from her and trade with her, like you know, and all this stuff saves, so like sell the wood and stone and get a bunch of money. Because I haven't set the prices for anything, so wood and stone is the easiest thing to get, and it's all worth 100. But we can like, you know, buy a quest item, the ring. I guess we could sell that. We don't need that. Buy a mushroom. We could sell our red mushrooms too. We don't need those. Yeah, cool. So let's do the quest thing here. Oh, I didn't even realize I could do that with the bucket. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to go through a lot of her little widgets, or I don't know, it seems like it was working as far as not being able to like, oh, I can do that. So when I hit tab to do my inventory, it kind of does that. I can't hit Q, and I can't hit escape either, which probably should be able to hit escape, right? But escape is working to close everything, and then you hit it again and it pops this up. So if I have this open, I hit escape, it closes it, then it pops this up. Have this open, hit escape, closes it, hit it again, pops this up. So like, if you were in like a chest or something, and sometimes like people can never remember like what key it is to close it. My game is just you hit E to open it and you hit E to close it. But if you like can't remember, you can hit escape and it'll close it. But if you hit escape again, it'll pull up the menu, which is really cool. I got all that working pretty flawlessly, and I just burned myself. The burn damage does like a lot more now, so I actually have to watch that. I need to add bandages to the... Did I just drink? Oh, I already got a full bucket. I need to add bandages to the game because, unless like I use the health potions, which doesn't really make any sense early in the game. I have no way to heal early game right now. So, and I don't have that regeneration anymore. So I've been noticing like I stay at 50 health like for quite a while. Like the regeneration will slowly build up as I start doing stuff. Like if I start crafting, it'll go up pretty good. Oh yeah, I changed the amount of fires and wood things we gotta do, just because it was taking so long to test it. And it still takes a little while to chop up the wood, but it's a lot faster than putting out 10 fires and 6 wood. But I can just increase this once the, like, I guess the game's ready to go live, or I don't need to test the quest system anymore, maybe. I can just kind of increase everything. I also noticed I'm using 4 random animations, and it looks like only about 2 of them will work good with this weapon. The other 2 looks like they'll work for like a mace. So I'm going to remove 2 of those from the random pool that it uses, so it's only basically going to have the 2. It's like a slashing. I think that's one. That's not. That's one of the good ones, and that's not one of the good ones. So that'd be pretty good. And I think it's the same thing with the pickaxe. These are kind of like attack animations. I actually realized there is an actual pickaxing animation where he like swings overhead with it. So I gotta like swap that out. But I only have the one pickaxing animation. So I don't know, maybe I'll did I just get an emerald? Oh crap, I've been getting some good gems this time. I very rarely get sapphires and emeralds. Emerald's like one of the very rare ones. I think there's only 2 that are better, a ruby and a diamond. I like sometimes get a topaz. It goes like quartz, topaz, sapphire, emerald, ruby, diamond. And like I never get these 2, so that's like, we're lucking out, guys. It's a good video. One thing I do notice, these things are still overlapping up here, so I gotta do something about that. Not really sure. I have a hatchet. Why did it not count my hatchet? Aw, crap. I think I messed up the quest. Yeah, because I destroyed all the rubble piles. So it didn't count the hatchet. Oh, because it's in my hands? It doesn't count it. Does it take it out of my inventory when I equip it? It must. Well, dang. So this brings me up to my second point that I was going to make. This is actually pretty cool that this happened because it's kind of hard to explain how this works. So there's 2 ways to go about this. I have these fires, these wood piles, and I used to have those stone piles here, right? So every time I load the game, everything's going to load in. And I have to tell the game, or in these items, these wood piles and fire piles, whether or not, you know, they need to destroy themselves. They have to load in. You know, I can't just like tell them at some random point in the game to like load in. I can, but like it's a little harder to do that. If they load in from the beginning, you know, I can just destroy them once the quest is complete. Or there's 2 ways to go about it, really. So like, once this item is destroyed, I can save this particular item that it's been destroyed. And when I load back in the game, this will not load because it's been destroyed. Another way to go about it is that once the quest is complete, all these things will destroy themselves. So there's 2 different ways to go about it, and the difference is, let's say I destroy those rubble piles before I complete the quest like I just did, just by like an accident like that, like I wasn't really paying attention, and like I'm clearing all the rubble piles, not realizing like I haven't progressed in my quest line, and then I'm like, crap, how do I like complete my quest now? I've destroyed all the rubble piles, right? Well, one thing to do is to exit the game and load back in usually, right? Like it resets. And that won't work if you're chopping these up and they're saving when you destroy them. Because these rubble piles will not load back in if I was saving them that way. Because they've been destroyed now. So if I load back in, they'll never load back in because they're saving a different way. And that would be a more exact way to save it, you know? Because now I have to do this like ghetto rigged way of kind of like fixing my game. But this is kind of the only way to do it to not screw your game over. So like if I exit now and load back in, the rubble, wood, and fire will all load back in. And it looks kind of weird, like, oh, I put out all these fires and stuff, right? And they all came back. But that's kind of how it has to work unless you save it the other way, which would break the game. So I don't really know of like a brilliant way to like avoid that situation. But the game will fix itself with this situation. It looks weird right now because all the fires came back, but I'll show you how the game fixes itself. And it's not a huge problem in the long run. Wow, I got another topaz. We got so many gems that little run there. Alright, so we've now I think I got it set to where we have to complete the entire quest. I was trying to get it to where if we complete this objective, then it won't, you know, spawn back. Or like if we complete that stage of the quest, then none of them will spawn back. But I couldn't really figure that out. So I think I got it to where we have to complete the entire quest for them not to spawn back. So let me show you how that works. I want to give you something. I want to give you some healing, some food, and some water. Now the quest is complete. So I'm going to turn it in, which is kind of weird that we were handing her stuff and we have to talk to her again. It should be like an autocomplete. But I'm going to actually change it to where we heal her before we start putting out the fire. So it shouldn't be too weird to turn in the quest after this quest is done. If that makes sense. So we turn it in. We get tons of XP. Quest is now completed. We don't have another main quest to do. But if we, you know, save the game, exit the game, load back in the game, now our items here should fix themselves. And they should fix themselves a little bit faster, it seems like. Maybe we can fix that right now. So, quest extras, town quest, burnt wood debris. So we got it set for a 2-second delay. Let's see if we can do 1 second. See, I have to delay it a little bit because we have to load the quest system first. And I'm going to come up with a more sophisticated way to do that. But for now, this is just kind of like a get-a-rigged way. I'm going to actually send a message to these once it is finished loading. That way it doesn't have to just guesstimate it by 1 second. So let's go ahead and delay those 1 second instead of 2 seconds. And let's load back in. And voila, our quest was completed all along. The fires were out the whole time. We were just seeing shit. So that's one way to save questline objectives. It's the route I'm gonna go right now, and it's actually kind of crazy that we got a, you know, example like right there of everything. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for now. I was gonna show you guys how the sickle kind of still worked on that stuff, but I guess you can just kind of take my word for it. Stay tuned, guys. Hopefully we'll get some more quest stuff done. I think I'm gonna start working on the building now, because this is most of the quest line. Basically the only thing I have to do now is get her to consume these if it's part of an objective, and then this is a really extra thing. I don't need that right now, is where like I can change her like clothing and armor and weapons and stuff. Like that is a very extra thing. I do want to get her like walking around and stuff, where she can like randomly move around, and when you walk up to her, she'll like kind of face you and turn towards you, like when her name pops up like that. But I think I'm ready to start working on the town. I mean, we got like the very basics of our quest line in place, like our tutorial quest line. And basically the quest line from here on out is going to be like rebuilding this town. And I know it's like, what are you talking about? It's not, doesn't need to be rebuilt. Well, this is like the built version. So now I'm going to destroy the town. And there's going to be 2 versions of the town, and we'll have to rebuild it to this version. So stay tuned, guys. Hopefully we'll get to see that in the next video. Later.